got the gentrification expert coming in. Myself and Empress Aisha Moore will be interviewing TJ Loftin. Oh yeah, talking about his new book and what gentrification is all about. So make sure you tell a friend, tell a neighbor, tell everybody that King Simon presents WKSP. Live video radio. We're going to be doing it hot tonight, right here. Happy Mother's Day to all you beautiful mothers out there. Hope y'all having a good time. Hope they bought you some flowers. Hope y'all had a dinner. Hope y'all doing what y'all got to do because King Simon is here for you tonight. Ital Vegan. You know how we do it already. All right? So make sure I see y'all tonight. Make sure y'all share, like. And remember, this is a troll-free zone. I will see y'all in a few. Peace! Hey, this is King Simon. Remember, make sure you go to my website, kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com or Linktree at King Simon the Numeral Base. Get all 4 of my books, and of course, that's the Numerovation for Mental Stability. Numbers are simple, people are complicated. Numbers are simple, children's health is important, and no promotion is bad promotion. Just spell my name right. Make sure you get them now on all my links. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. Go now. Oh, oh. Happy Mother's Day to all you beautiful mothers out there. We're clapping it up for you. We're clapping it up for you. Woo! We clapping it up for you, family. All you beautiful ladies out there. Yeah. Outta vegan in the building. Outta vegan in the building. Outta vegan in the building. All you beautiful mothers out there, how you feeling today? It's your brother King Simon in the mother flipping building. I'm operating a whole lot of stuff around me, so please forgive me. I'm doing a lot right now. But hey, we got a show for you tonight because we're going to be talking about gentrification and how to make money from it. Oh yeah, got my man TJ Loftin. Matter of fact, he's born the same day I'm born, just a years younger. But you know, it is what it is. So he comes to King Simon Presents for the first time right here on Mother's Day, Mother's Evening. He's a gentrification expert. Gonna drop that wisdom for you. And don't forget, this coming Wednesday, boom, I got my brother here, Brother Quasi, entrepreneur and author of How to Build a Successful Online Business while working a 9-to-5. And then on May the 16th, we got live and direct the one, the only Marcia M. Moore. She's an author, poet, natural healing advocate, and founder of Eater Care and Caribbean Craze. So that's going to be off the hook when she comes in. On May the 19th, on Malcolm X's birthday, guess what? We got Lioness Crowned in the building. We're going to be celebrating the 96th born day anniversary of Malcolm X. Al-Hajj Al-Malik Al-Shabazz. And how should young people apply his message today? Oh yeah, we're going to have Lioness Crown right here on May the 19th at 3 p.m. sharp. And then on that special broadcast, we have the live and direct Dr. Phil Valentine returns to YouTube at King Simon Presents on Thursday, May the 20th. Oh yeah, speak about his next webinar. At 9 p.m., we'll be there live with Dr. Phil Valentine. And then on Sunday, May the 23rd, we got Nadine J. Barton, Chief Naval Officer, multi-published author, and trauma and pain survivor. So she'll be here with us. She's from Jamaica, so big up the Jamaican them out there. Yeah. And also, coming live for the first time on YouTube with King Simon, since the disco era is gone, but she's still running a modeling agency and an acting agency. She still have a booking agency. She was the first Black-owned and operated booking agency and modeling agency in Montreal, Canada. She was the former legendary disco diva herself, Susie Q, a.k.a. Shireen, will be here on Wednesday the 26th to shut things down and tell you about the racism going on in all of that for many years, even back then, back in the day when she was hanging out with Grace Jones and many other people. She'll be here live and direct. Give all of them a round of applause and give you a round of applause for being a part of this journey. Woo! Man, make sure y'all share, and like. Stop playing, start doing what you like by sharing it right. All right, because we need you to share so we can build those algorithms. That's right. So please, don't let me start sounding like James Brown. Please, like and thumb up the video. Share the video. Of course, if you want to hit me up on Cash App, that is it. Use Cash App, not Super Chat. Use Cash App, not Super Chat. Now, look, we're doing a show on gentrification today. So if you want to learn how to make money from gentrification, why does white folks have to have all the fun? Why can't we be in the field and have all the fun? Forget all that. Look, gentrification don't mean it's only one gender that's going to gentrify it. It's not one color that's going to gentrify it. Gentrification only means what my brother's going to break it down because he's an expert at it and we're going to have him on. So please share so you can learn how to gentrify your money and make some money, honey. So we got TJ Loftin coming in right here. So give him a round of applause. Yeah, give him a round of applause. Oh, he gonna tear it up when he comes in. Oh, I'm just trying to show y'all. I'm just trying to show you. Wait for my partner and Vibe to come in. Let me check my text message. Make sure people are not texting me out of nowhere and telling me what. Okay. Somebody already texted me. Let me see what's going on here. All right. And I'm going to come on around. Okay, she said she's coming on around 9:00. So it is what it is. All right. And of course, my brother is coming on at 9:00 himself. So we got it. Okay, I see him in the background. I'm waiting for my co-host to pop in. But you know what it is. And tonight we got a special shoe for you. And if you got small feet and can't fit into these big shoes, you know what you got to do. Stay focused. I'm just trying to help some of y'all Negroes. Like Dr. Khaled used to say, niggas trying to grow up. That's the Negroes. My brother, Dr. Khaled, and I was very good friends, man. We had some fun. But again, King Simon is in the building, and we're going to be bringing up Brother TJ in a moment. I'm just waiting for she said she's coming up at 9:00. So, of course, your brother's here, shining as usual, keeping the young 54 vibe, which is really, to me, 9 years old, because that 5 plus the 4 equals 9. So I'm really 9 years old. Just be trying to tell people that if you want to reverse this thing and become Simon Button, because I'm the illegitimate brother of Benjamin Button, if you want to become a Button like me, you need to know how this works. You got to stay Italian, you got to stay vegan, you got to know what you're doing in this. I grew up Italian with the Jamaican family and all that, and then we just emerged into vegan. I know vegan and Italian go together. Vegan equals Italian, so that's why I deal with the vegan Italian vegan, so don't worry about it. Don't let me start. Negroes don't understand who the heck I am. Yo, and of course we are honored to celebrate Mother's Day. If your mommy's still alive, go give her a big old hug and go give her a big old kiss, or give her some flowers. If you can't do that, send her some flowers. Happy Mother's Day to all your beautiful mamas. I had my baby mamas contacted me. I had my ex-wives contact me. I was texting them and saying all this type of stuff to them. I was like, yo, happy mama dear. So big up to all of them. And we have 6 of them, So we have 9 children and 6 of the baby mother them. All right. So, it's a Jamaican thing. That's just what we do. But, all my children are grown and they doing their thing. They're growing up doing their thing. So I'm honored that they are doing. But all you mothers out there, let me see, anybody saluting their mama? Where y'all at? Y'all saluting your mama today? Who wants to say Happy Mama's Day? Where y'all at in the chat? All right, we need y'all to step it up, because we also on Facebook, and we're also on not Instagram. We at Twitter also. So we're broadcasting on Facebook and on Twitter. We're broadcasting on Facebook and on Twitter. So if you want, you can go to those 2 venues or those 2 platforms and join us. So my partner in crime hasn't commented, but I see my man here. So I want to make sure I read some of his accolades from his great website here. And of course, it's TJLoftin.com. But let's read the first paragraph, because he got a lot going on. He said, celebrating 30 years in business, Thomas T.J. Loftin continues as a multidimensional global business industry leader, celebrity car builder, real estate and land developer, investor, public speaker, and author. As a native of Compton, California, he's from Compton, y'all. From the age of 9, TJ acquired his business acumen from key local business leaders. After graduating from Centennial High School, Compton, California, he opened his first brick and mortar business, Express Gold Plating, and it would become the first of many very successful businesses, including Compton Wire Wheel and molded suspension. Through innovation and leadership, he established a low riding as a bona fide industry. He with international recognition through entertainment industry via music, videos, commercials, movies, most notably the mega hit film Straight Outta Compton. And without further ado, we're going to welcome right here on the stage of King Simon present the one, the only, celebrate. We share the same birthday. The one, we both born February 1st, so we both share the same birthday as Rick James. So get ready to welcome our brother TJ Loftin. TJ, what's up?
What's going on, brother?
What's up, my brother? How you doing?
Blacknificent, and yourself.
Blacknificent. That's what we do. We doing Blacknificent today.
All right.
How's the family? Everybody all right?
Everybody's Blacknificent, man. Mama's happy. She enjoyed her day. You know, we was doing that father, that daddy do stuff, working that list out. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's how you do it.
List, you know?
That's right. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Good to see that. Now, I know you was doing things in Georgia. Are you living between Georgia and California now?
Yes, primarily in Georgia, but yes.
Okay. Let's take care of some of the business. First of all, this is your website, ThomasTJLoftin.com, and your link tree is / Thomas TJ Loftin. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right. Also, want to make sure people want to contact him via email. That's info@tjloftin.com. He got a number 310-619-3954. That's 310-619-3954. And to order your copy of his Monetizing Gentrification, you could cash app him at $ Thomas TJ Loftin or Zelle $35 and use the same number, the 310-619-3954. And yes, he has his books. He's an author also, family. Look at that book right there. We ain't playing with you people today. All of us are authors. You know, I'm an author. He's an author. You know, are you going to get your authorship on? And this is the name of his book, Monetizing Gentrification. And first of all, let's talk about your journey, brother, because you got a lot on that website. You got a lot of accolades, a lot of information going on. You've been down the road.
Oh yeah.
So how did you start in forming your own business, and who was some of your some of the people that encouraged you to form your own business back in the day, my brother?
Well, I grew up around a lot of business owners, but who was some of the people that encouraged me? There was a brother by the name of Gary May. He was the first manufacturer of hydraulic parts and original, they called him the wizard lowrider guy. Then you had another gentleman by the name of Terry Carter. That's the guy that Suge Knight ran over. I had a lot of mentors along the way. I had a lot of mentors. Couldn't have did it without him. Couldn't have done it without him. Dr. Sabi was one of them, you know?
Yes, I know. I see Mr. G in the chat saying, yo, that's Dr. Sabi's homeboy. Yeah.
Mr. G,
I know.
Family.
I see y'all. You done brought it out. I was gonna talk about it. I was gonna touch it before we get into what we get into. But since you are there, Mr. G, and Mr. G, make sure you get his book. Make sure you get his book about his journey with Dr. Savioso. Just Google.
I got that signed one already.
Yeah, me too. I already got it. I read it in one day. It was over, bro. I brought tears to my eyes, and I told him that.
Everybody.
Yeah, man. So again, you said let's go down Dr. Sabi because we know Doc. You and I brought Doc in. I've worked with Doc. You've worked with Doc. Tell us about that journey with Dr. Sabi, the late great Dr. Sabi, man. Go ahead, talk about it.
You know, Dr. Sabi found out about me. I was in Leimert Park where they was trying to I first figured out they was trying this thing called gentrification in Leimert Park, California. That was where all the conscious vendors would sell all their handcrafted products, you know. So I went in, figured out what they was up to, and I realized there was a lot of development behind the scenes. So I know the language, so I was able to shut it down and pause it for like a few years. And Al Jazeera's came out and interviewed me about it, and Dr. Sabi found out about it, and he came over to the park and said, brother, he actually saved my life. He said, brother, you over here trying to save the park. When this is happening all around the world, you need to save your people, not just the people in the park. So I need you to travel, man, and go see the world. Go out here and see what's going on all around the country and do this same thing you did and teach everybody else what you did, if that makes sense.
That makes sense.
He inspired me to do that and teach people what I know. So that's why I'm out here on that assignment.
Yeah, and I know there's a video out there with you and Dr. Sabi also. So I've seen that video.
I would say he threw me under the bus with that one because I wasn't too like, you want me to do what? Like, nah, I'm not gonna do none of that. So he's like, come on through the office one day. I'm like, okay. He's like, have a seat there. I'm like, okay. Next thing you know, I'm sitting there and he pull out the camera. They slide. Like, he start talking. I look at him like, what?
That's how he does it. Look.
Yeah, but you gonna do it now, buddy, because people calling you.
Yeah.
So he gave my number and everything.
That's how you do it, man, because
I've been traveling ever since, brother.
If you honest about your craft, when somebody puts you on the spot, you're supposed to be able to do the dance. Don't play about it. That's how it is.
I wasn't expecting that, man. It's just been amazing, you know. it's
Yes,
been
sir.
a real journey, and it really was meant to happen. I appreciate him, what he did for that time we spent, him talking to me, telling me what I need to do,
Right.
what I'm going to do, kind of really.
What you gonna do? But and
Yeah.
people that are just tuning in, please share, like, and throw some thumbs up on this video to build the algorithms. Keep it popping. You know how we do. And if you're showing any kind of love, my Cash App is working. So do not send it through Super Chat. That's a $sign. Because Super Chat be stealing my money and they're cutting down the prices. So just make sure you do the $sign King Simon 3158. That's $sign King Simon 3158. And I'm expecting my partner in Vibe to come in, Aisha Moore. So hopefully she'll come in and enjoy this program and help to learn about it too. But you've also been in the car business from a very unusual angle, so to speak, from somebody from the East Coast. But the West Coast is a different thing because these are the rims and all the designer cars. Y'all be doing it over there. Tell us about that journey, my brother. Tell us about that journey.
Well, I grew up in a culture where people was doing a lot of car stealing. We didn't have no hustle back then. It was just people were stealing cars. So the brothers that was doing that taught me, and they passed down a lot of the trades, converting these old cars into new cars and all of that stuff. So I learned a lot about cars outside of my dad and grandpa giving me a toolbox at a young age. But so low riding was a huge culture. Growing up, everybody had a lowrider. If you didn't have one, you wanted one. So I learned how to work on them. So I would sit in my mama's backyard building those cars and flipping those cars until eventually this rap stuff, they started biting us out. Can you bring that car and put it in the video? Can you bring this car out? So I got a lot of partners that got record labels and rappers and all of this stuff. So we started doing videos. I started realizing, Gary May told me, said, this thing is growing. We need to put this together. So we had like a council where we sat down and we would talk about the future of lowriding and monetize what we were working on. So it opened up doors for when NWA went viral or global.
Yeah.
I would literally get phone calls, say, hey man, they need a car like that one on the front cover of the album. They want to buy that car. Actually,
so that was the car. That car in the front. And I was you did that car?
No, friends. Yeah, I had something to do with it. What I did was how they say I had such a big influence on lowriding is when I helped over 100 people start lowrider shops. So I realized their headaches and problems. Wow. It was nobody had a manufacturing system put together of assembly line. We had more work coming in than we had people to do the work. So I realized, let me stop building the cars and let me start building the frames, the rolling chassis. Let me start building the wheels. That's when I started Compton Wire wheels. So imagine having a whole roll of somebody would call me, say, TJ, I need a candy burgundy frame with a brand new Corvette engine on it, with everything chrome plated on it, with some candy burgundy and chrome wheels on it. And I would turn that over in like 3 days. Wow. So I would send that off to Florida. I sent it to New York. I sent it to here. Now half the battle of putting that car together had just been completed because I had an assembly line. So that's why they say I was like the father of lowriding. Because I became one of the biggest suppliers of lowrider car parts for the car builders, which was desperately needed at that time.
Wow. I mean, and how old were you then?
Man, I was like 23, 22,
man,
23.
I give you a round of applause, man, because you're doing your entrepreneur work. And that's what it's all about, man. It's our business. And both of us, but what's so funny, both of us being born on February 1st. Yeah, I was into my business back in those days, but I was the party man. I was the promoter. I was the party.
Absolutely.
I've been partying since I was 12.
But we didn't have time to party, man.
We were making money. You know what I'm saying?
We was handling the business because new things kept coming up. These cats.
Yes.
I had got to a situation where I'm like, my buddy was like, man, I got 7 video phone calls this week. I got 3 movie phone calls, and this guy say he got phone calls from the commercial people want to do commercials. Wow. I'm like, we got to organize this stuff,
Yeah.
So it was like different businesses just kept popping up. Like, okay, well we need to be like NASCAR. We need a lowriders association. So I put that together, and they would deal with that car stuff. You know what I mean? With just they want Jay-Z need a lowrider for a video, or what I'm saying, they filming a movie, they need a lowrider. Okay, we're gonna have them do that. I was just there to organize the whole thing.
Right. And that's a powerful thing. No, some people need that kind of organization. They need order. They need it. And sometimes the one people there's one people that step up there and do what they got to do. And it's not ironic you born on the first. So the one people step up and do what they do when it's time.
And you know what I appreciate what I appreciated about it is the people, even though I was a cat that wore glasses and I was a nerdy looking kind of guy, they was like, that brother kind of smart. Let him figure it all out. Put him in charge. Let him do all the talking. So you can imagine me coming in, a little guy, and I got these big old gangsters following me into a meeting. It is like, we heard about that video shoot stuff, y'all. You know, that's right. $1,500 a car. We want to negotiate, you know.
That's right. No, but that's not that. It was meant to be, my brother. It was definitely meant for you to do that, and I'm honored, and I'm glad I got to meet you at the Black Power Award. We met each other. Yes, right. We sponsored some people ourselves. We put our money in it to sponsor some people. You know what I'm saying?
That part right there. Let's make this happen.
Exactly.
So that's how we February 1st, people.
We about that business. You know, I said my man stepped to me and I said, DJ stepped to me. I said, yo, let's do it, man. I'm gonna do it. Let's make it happen. And that's how it is. And that's what I'm proud of what you've been doing and how you've been doing things. But now let's get to this gentrification, because why should white folks have all the fun with this gentrification? When gentrification is not a white thing or a black thing, it's a money thing. Can you please explain, or let's tell us what is gentrification and what does it mean for us if we want to make some money from it, please?
Well, gentrification happens when they know we are great people and they know we're going to figure things out. So they don't want us to get comfortable. So whenever they see us getting organized and getting comfortable and starting to pass laws and get our politicians in town, you know, they say, oh, we got to go disrupt that. So this particular time, you know how it went down in the past and all that crazy stuff they did, but this particular time they say, okay, we're gonna use real estate and weaponize it. So they come in and they start looking at things that the like I said, back in Leimert Park, we were there, we were selling our products, and they came in and said, no, we got to shut all that down. We're gonna tear this down, kick them out the park and put up some high-rise mixed-use buildings, commercial on the bottom, residential on the top. You know, that's what gentrification is. We're gonna kick the old folks out that senior home and we're gonna convert them into some $2 million luxury condos. You know, that's what gentrification is. So how can we have the fun?
That's right. That's right.
We gotta learn how to build our own communities up. You know what I'm saying? Meaning we gotta learn, like I learned land development at a very young age. You know, growing up in Compton, you know, we had brothers losing their lives because their mama asked them to go across the street on the other side in the wrong neighborhood to get some swabs and some milk or something. They lose their life. So some of the brothers in the neighborhood said, you know, we're going to buy some land and build some shopping centers, put a barbershop, you know, all the stuff that we need. 1 hour photo and blah, 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 burger stand, blah, the whole nine. So fortunate for me, I was there from what vacant lots can we buy all the way down to what is an architect all the way down to should we hire a little Pookie on the register at the record shop? You know, like, nah, little Pookie got sticky fingers. We can't use him. I was like, oh, that makes sense. Like, wow, you know. So I learned real estate at a very young age from a land development. There was no such thing as flipping back then. It was all built land development. Buy the land, build it up brand new, you know what I mean? Move in, you got this thing called equity.
Yes, sir. Yes, right.
You bought it, you paid $300,000 to build it, is worth $800,000 once you finish, you know. That's how I learned the real estate at a very young age.
Now, you know, people that are just tuning in, we have Thomas T.J. Loftin. He's our guest for today. He's a gentrification and real estate expert, motivational speaker, celebrity car builder, and author. Also, you can contact him and link up with him on Facebook and IG at Thomas T.J. Loftin. And don't forget, this is his website right here. That's www.ThomasTJ Loftin. And his Linktree. You get to all his links. Now, that's Linktree /Thomas T.J. Loftin. And And look, he even got a telephone number for your ass. I'm just trying to tell you. He got a telephone for you. That's 310-619-3954. That's 310-619-3954. You want to learn how to make this money through gentrification? Don't let white folks have all the fun, family. He also got a Cash App. He got Zelle, but I got my partner in Vibe. I think she's ready to come up right now. She was in the backstage just a few seconds. Let me bring her up. Let's bring the female energy into this. She's a Leo, so she's the other side of Aquarius. Let's bring her in, the one, the only Empress Aisha Amor. Empress, what's up, girl?
Greeting, Empress.
Empress.
Greetings, family.
What's up? You all right?
Yes. It's been a busy day.
Yes. You hear that, TJ? This is Empress Aisha Amor. Say what's up to my brother.
Greetings, Queen. All right.
Greetings, Empress TJ. How are you?
Blacknificent, and yourself.
Doing great. It's an honor to meet you.
You hear what he said? He's blacknificent.
Wait, what again? You what?
He's blacknificent.
I didn't hear that.
Not magnificent. He's blacknificent because mag go for maggots. But when you're dealing with blacknificent is a that's when you're bringing out our glory. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? So we're deep into the gentrification thing right now. But if you have a question you want to throw at him right now, let's get it off. Let's get it off your chest. Let's make it happen because it's about making it money.
Because I just got in and I just, I'm not there yet. So y'all can just continue for a moment.
No, here we go. So this is what we got to do. Understand this, family. When you got a brother like this on this line here that's showing you and wanting you to, and he even wrote a new book about monetizing during gentrification. Now, brother TJ, the importance of our family getting it, not just from the older heads, but the younger heads, because obviously you was getting it from the younger heads while you was building cars and doing the things that you're doing, your entrepreneurship in your teens into your 20s. How important that we should find out, these young people should find out about how to make money in gentrification, and how could they use your book to do that?
Well, it's life threatening important. We ain't got no choice right now. Entrepreneurship is at an all-time high and unemployment is at an all-time high. Go figure, Yeah. So in my book, after travel, I did, like I said, Dr. Savy sent me off on my journey to go check out around the country what's going on in our communities. And I realized, I started off when I wrote the book, I did 15 states, but now I'm at 23 states now, actually. And I realized, I said, we never really most people have never really truly been taught real estate. Yes. They get disinformation. So in my book, I wrote about a lot of things about real estate investments outside of just a rental, about I own a house and I rent it out, or I got an apartment building, I rented it out. No, it's things happening. It's actually right now, it's historical things happening that I've never thought I'd see in my lifetime. I've been doing this since I was like 9 years old. I've been learning real estate, and the things that I'm seeing going on in the South and in around the country, I've never ever seen, and it's historical. So I'm telling people, look, y'all need to get in position, and they like, we don't know what that look like. Show us. And that's what Dr. Sadie said. You need to show them. So that's when I started talking land development in 2013. But of course, we got to go through everybody else because other people got flashy stuff, and the stuff be flashing, and we get excited. Oh, flipping and tax liens. Well, we go the long way around, and they start doing all that stuff. But I stayed steady, like land development. But now here we are. Years later, people like, we got to buy the land, develop the land. So, that's why it's important that people listen and know who I am, know my background, and understand, okay, right, he's right. We need to buy the land and start developing it because they don't make no more. Dirt ain't cheap no more. They say it used to be called dirt cheap. Well, dirt ain't cheep no more. Dirt ain't cheap. They say, it's dirt cheap. No, not no more. It ain't.
That's right.
Where is that
And
at?
that's why when I met you and we both did a workshop at the place. At the Black Power Awards back in Atlanta, back in the day. You had your workshop, I had my workshop. I came to yours, you came past mine. We supported each other's workshop. And my son loved what you were saying. He got shy. One of my sons loved what you're saying. He's my road dog. Yeah, that's my brother. He's my brother. Matter of fact, he got like four Airbnbs right now in Atlanta popping off and about to
That's
do
what I'm
something.
talking about,
He
man.
about to do something in Augusta now. He about to do some land development in Augusta. So I'm about to put in that money into that to help him with that too. So we go,
man, make that happen.
And that's
Let
what's
me
so
know
important.
if I can be a help. How can I be that?
Oh yeah, man. That's why, but you out here, so I know he knows that you're doing your thing, because I know he's seen your fleets, and you've been doing a lot of stuff in Atlanta at Tassili's. You've been doing a lot of lectures over at Tassili. Big up to Tassili all the time.
All
Good
the
for
time, all the time. Much love,
love Sister Tassili.
But
Now,
you know what?
go ahead.
I didn't mean to cut you off, brother.
No, go ahead. Go. Get your wisdom.
I was out here so much in Atlanta, back and forth. They would have me out here like 2 or 3 weeks a month, like every month for like 2 years straight. So people really didn't know what the heck I was doing. They like, do he live out here? No, he live in California.
Yeah.
But now I officially have a residence. You know what I'm saying? I am here in Georgia because this is where the real money is at.
That's right.
This is where the money is at, y'all. So I'm here.
Yeah, and I mean, look, I see Rick Ross buying property. I see my man King Randall. It was so funny. I was about to buy some property in Albany, Georgia, right around the corner from Ray Charles Memorial, but my bank got stiff. They put a lien on my account, so I had to go wheel and deal. It's all right.
I know the feeling. They've been after us.
Yeah, they after us.
About them February, man.
I just met with them on the phone, and they just gave me back my account, and I had to settle some stuff, so I'm building again. But it ain't no monkey, no wrench gonna stop this, man. Ain't no monkey gonna stop this. There. I got things to do. You know what I'm saying? We got legacy to leave, and this monetizing during gentrification. This book, family, y'all need to go and get it. I know mine is on its way, so I need y'all to go and get it and contact him and go to Zelle, pay that $35, put your address, your mailing address, and all that, or Cash App. Put your mailing address and let the man send the book to you, because you need the book for your soul to learn how to do it. Because in New York, they gentrifying the place big time. They big time. Tell them about that.
I did an event. I went up. Yeah. They brought me out to New York, and I actually stayed in what started with an H.
The Hilton?
No, the city. What is the city? Start with an H.
Harlem.
I stayed in Harlem, right?
It's in Manhattan. Harlem is Manhattan.
Go to Harlem, yeah, because they had brought me down to the Sisters Uptown bookstore or something like that.
Oh yeah, Sisters. I know Sisters Uptown. Yes, sir. Yes,
so I did that, and I was also at the Small Business Expo. So I rode around and worked on my documentary. But I have never had as many people as I had in New York, if that makes sense. Because they knew exactly when I was in LA. I said gentrification. They said, "What's that?" Like, what that got to do with me? And what is gentrification?
That's a new rap song.
Hey, they was showing up. They was like, hey, we need to hear you. What you got to give us some solutions, brother? Hey, they was on it in New York. So yeah, y'all been going through it a minute out there, and I found out why. So we gotta understand that in New York, y'all, they playing games. Y'all familiar with redlining?
Of course, yes, sir.
Okay, so with redlining, where they lock out African Americans, say we want them to live here in the red line in this box. Well, they decided. They said, well, you know what? We love New York so much. In California, that we want to you ever heard of Blue Line?
No.
I heard the red line, but never heard of the blue line.
Okay, so the blue line is where they put the ultra wealthy at. They say we only want the wealthy people living here. Elon Musk, Steven Spielberg, all them cats, they live here. Well, they decided we want most of New York to be blue line and most of California to be the blue line, if that makes sense.
Right.
So that's why they've been having all these problems, because y'all got a lot of mega corporations moving in both of those, just like right now. We're dealing with some historical stuff where Elon Musk, this is how I got first found out. Elon Musk, he jumped up and he said he'd leave in California. Well, that's historical because when he moved in California, that's when a lot of my problems began. You know what I'm saying? California, like, well, we want Elon. I didn't know at the time. I just knew I had some rental property in Palmdale, California. That's like an hour and a half away from LA, Compton or whatever. All of a sudden, I got people showing up with vouchers. Section 8 would only pay like $1,600 a month. All of a sudden, I got young ladies showing up with vouchers for $2,800. And I'm like, what the heck? Where you get this from? This can't be real. Section 8 done up the ante by $1,200. This is crazy. Why would they do that? Girls say, oh, well, they're going to tear the projects down. Like, what? Why are they going to tear down the Jordan down, the Nickerson Gardens, the homes of the Bloods and Crips? Why are they gonna tear them down? What's going on out there that they want to relocate them up here an hour and a half out of LA? And I found out years later it was because of this guy not by the name of Elon Musk. He moved this thing called SpaceX into Hawthorne, California, which is right there by Compton, LA. All of that's walking distance from each other. And the next thing you know, they told them, they said, hey, the city said, hey, y'all need to go because we got some wealthy people moving out here. We got this place about to be the Silicon Valley, saying they want to extend and turn LA into Silicon Beach. So they've been moving down there, and they got signs up to this condo is going for the low 2 millions, you know. But anyway, when I found that out and what was going on, they started trying to get rid of all the black business owners and pushing us out and just getting rid of people. And I was one of the biggest black-owned businesses down there, so I was really feeling it. You know, they put me in jail behind all of this stuff. So I started, had a little coin. So I started investigating this stuff. And what's really going on? What's behind all of this? And that's when I found out about Silicon Valley moving down here. Now we got all it need is $1 billion corporation to come in and employ half the town. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Now we got like 30 of them. All of them sitting on top of each other. Google, Tesla, Facebook, SpaceX, all these corporations is moving into LA, and it's drove real estate crazy. So right now, African Americans down to 3% of California? Because they pushing people out of there in large numbers. But my point is, when you see it, when you know what's happening, like I do, I was able to see it before it happened, so we were able to benefit from it. Meaning, y'all in here finna gentrify these black folks, and y'all gonna come over here and wave that little $100,000 in front of them, and they gonna jump up. Oh my God, I only paid $50 for the house. We out. That's a lot of money. Like, no. We'll give you $300 for the house. You know what I'm saying? Because I know the long game, what's gonna happen. Right. For example, in a city called Venice Beach, California, that was a black neighborhood. That was a Crip neighborhood. Watch out, be careful. Watch the purse. All of that was going on. But that was the parents of the people that lived there. The parents worked for the wealthy people in Beverly Hills. But fast forward the story, them houses was $50,000 and $40,000. Find one need to be fixed up for $15,000. Now you can't get in Venice Beach for less than $2 million. You know what I'm saying? And you tell people, man, black people used to live in Venice Beach. They look at you crazy, like, nah, not even possible. No, this used to be 99% black owned. So that's the same thing going on around the country. So since we know this and we see what's going on, we're able to go in there and start buying up some of these houses that people don't want. You know what I'm saying? And okay, we know y'all gentrifying this area because Tesla Motors is right around the corner. He got his spaceship, his rocket ship, you know what I'm saying, standing up in front, and y'all don't think this real estate going up? You want to take that $100,000? I'll give it to you. You know what I'm saying? That's right. And now all of a sudden the real estate skyrocket to $500,000 at the blink of an eye. You know what I mean? And it's still going. It's still going up. So now when I left California, the median home price in California is $744,000. You get you a real nice 2-bedroom sitting in the middle of the hood. You might get shot at the corner, but they worth $700,000, $800,000. Some of them worth $1 million, depending on how big they are.
So what's interesting when you say all of this, and a lot of us, I think a lot of us are intimidated by what's going on, and I know you see it. Because people feel threatened. Some families have lost their land and their property over this because they sold it at the wrong price, or they went for the okie doke. People coming in and handing cash. I mean, they do it in New York. They try to hand you cash for my house right now. These Jews be trying to roll up and give cash. Talk about. Go ahead. Talk.
I experienced that. I bought a piece of. I had first moved to that city called Palmdale. And when I first got out there, they had just finished this brand new thing, this brand new mall. Can you imagine a brand new mall sitting in the middle of a dirt field? Wasn't even a parking lot yet. And I was like, whoa.
Wow.
That's crazy. I ain't never seen that. But all I saw was spray painted for sale signs all around the mall. Now, of course, I'm thinking like in LA, we got businesses. We got phone companies, what do you call them? Phone companies, Sprint and Verizons and gas stations and restaurants all around the mall. So I called one of those numbers of one of those phone numbers on the spray painted board, and I asked the lady. I know she was racist. She heard my voice, had an attitude and everything. I said, I'm calling asking about the land you got over here by the mall. She said, well, I want $50,000 with an attitude. And I said, okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. I know you're probably charging me $20,000 more than what you really want, but I think it's gonna turn out for me in the long run. So I went on and bought it. And I was making payments on it, by the way, brother. I was making payments on that. Don't think I just cashed it out.
Right.
I do know how to put a deposit down on some stuff.
That's right.
Payments, you know what I'm saying? Which most people got to understand that they can do that too. So fast forward the story. 4 months later, I got people reaching out to me. I'm like, how you get my number? How you find out my name? We give you $30,000 for it. We know you only paid. We'll give you $80,000 for it. We know you only paid $50 for it. I'm like, nah. Then all of a sudden we give you $100 for it. Nah. Now I'm realizing these phone calls is coming way too often. Let me play some games with them.
Yeah.
Man, I said, I want I'm gonna build a shopping center and I'm gonna call up Verizon to see if they want to come over here and rent a spot from me. And the next thing you know, the guy said, look, man, we don't want to play with you no more. We're willing to offer you $400,000 cash only if you take it tomorrow. I'm like, wait, where do I sign? Where do you want me at? Well, man, come on. You need me to go over there and rake it off for you? What you need from me? I'm like, man, I won.
That's what I'm talking about.
Won. So next thing you know, 6 months later, I pass back through there. I go back out to Palmdale, checking things out. Let me go check on my piece of land, right? No more spray painted signs around. All of them 1-800-CB commercial and all these big $1 billion corporations that bought up all the land around the mall now. So I called the number that was on my land. You know what they wanted for that land?
What?
$1.2 million.
Damn.
So now I'm feeling stupid, like I done got beat. You hear what I'm saying now? 1.2 million, exactly 12 months behind from when I first bought mine. You see what I'm saying? Dang. So that's why now I'm like, hey y'all, and that was in 2000. That was like in 98 or something like that. And I'm telling people, hey, don't do this. This is what you need to do. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? This is how this works. This is the long game, and this is what's going to happen. And they looking at me like, we flipping. We flipping. I'm like,
wow.
Forget that flipping stuff. Sit and hold.
Yeah, sit and hold.
I flipped my land and made a profit and been sick ever since. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I want people to get. These areas in New York, these areas in Philly, these areas in California have quadrupled overnight. Elon Musk got mad in California. He jumped up and said he moving to Texas, and he threw. Normally, corporations move in silence. Elon Musk then broke the mold, and he mad. He's telling people what he's doing, and he jumps up and move to Texas and say, "Hey, I need 10,000 employees. I need 10,000 homes built." And now you got multi-billion-dollar companies coming in. Let me give you a better example of what's going on right now. Please. Imagine America's a fish tank. These black communities is a fish tank, and they got goldfish swimming around, right? Now, what happens when you come in and drop some sharks into the little fish tank with a goldfish swimming around?
Yep.
They gonna come in and eat up everything in the tank.
Exactly.
And you gonna look up and ain't gonna be no more goldfish. It's gonna only be sharks swimming around. And that is literally what's going on around the country. When Elon Musk moved in, he's the big fish, and he's eating up every little thing, and they run the city, pushing people out. It's out of control. So in LA, where I was at, the city, when Elon Musk first moved to Hawthorne, the city decided they owned the projects, and they said, well, they gonna sell Google the projects. You hear what I just said? The city sold Google the projects, the Jordan Down projects.
Whoa.
They said they all of a sudden popped up with enough money to add $1,200 on top of what they already was given at 16 and put it to 28. So where I was like, I don't know Section 8 people, not in this particular area, not in this house. This is a nice house, and man, I'm running credit. I need to go look and see what they they got, boy, I don't need that. But when they said we'll give you 28, I was like, please come on in, bring your badass children with you, and I don't care if your husband is a gang member, bring me that $2,800 a month. You know what I'm saying? They change people's attitudes with that money is what I'm saying.
That's right.
The point is, when Elon Musk came in, everything changed. All of a sudden, the school systems didn't have any money. Inglewood went into receivership. You know what I'm saying? Centennial High School fell through the cracks. Nobody had money. Nobody could do no field trips. Nothing happening. You know, teachers all of a sudden they decide to take a pay cut from the teachers. So we got to understand how gentrification really works, and it's all behind these major corporations. Gentrification don't happen if a major corporation don't move in your neighborhood.
There it is.
Period. So
There
I
it is.
see people fighting the developers. Well, to me, the developers is like ants. You come in the kitchen at 2 in the morning, you're like, all these ants on my floor, and you sitting there stumping and arguing with the ants. But the real deal is, why is the ants here? They here because of the piece of cake over there under the counter.
Exactly.
If you remove the piece of cake,
the ants will go.
The ants gonna leave.
They gonna leave.
Fight the ants no more, right?
That's right.
Tesla is a piece of cake. You know,
that's right.
And Google and all these major trillion-dollar corporate. But anyway, you asked me, how do we monetize that?
Yes, sir.
We monetize that by going in saying, you know what? Tesla says Elon Musk says he needs some corporate housing for his multi-million-dollar employees that says $3 million is not a lot of money. We want a house that start at $3 million. Well, guess what? We're going to pool our monies together, all three of us, and we're going to go buy this. You say your grandma got 15 acres out here in Atlanta. Okay, well, let's go buy her little house from her, cash her out. She only wants $200 for it, you know, because she knows she won. And we're going to subdivide it, and we're going to start building these houses, which is a mile away from Elon Musk, or even better yet, what we got, Microsoft just bought 90 acres in Bankhead. You understand what I'm saying? We have never before in history have had this level of movement going on in America, real estate wise. And these corporations have realized now you got the Wall Street boys and hedge funds where y'all at. I don't know where you at, Queen, but the hedge funds up in New York, they decided, well, we about to lose a lot of jobs and a lot of money. So the only money that's flowing is going to be real estate. So the hedge funds have been buying up all real estate around America, paying cash. 70% of the homes in America has been paid for by cash in the last 5 years plus. So that's making the average fighter and an attorney wife, they like, we can't even afford to buy a house. We can't come up with no $600,000 cash. You know what I'm saying? So that's knocking people out. So fast forward the story, what is the end game? They want to make America a rent capital. You got corporations, you got governments, or Canada's over here building houses to rent. You got I call them Consumerville. You got whole communities going up in Atlanta that is for rent. Going up in Inglewood, California, that is for rent. You know what I'm saying? Not for sale. So when I do these panel discussions, when I was traveling around the country, they was inviting me to speak at all these places. Yeah. And I'm sitting in the prestigious universities, and I'm like, y'all ain't said nothing about ownership, gentrification, what it take to qualify to purchase a home. Why is that not a part of this conversation? Y'all about to get ate up. You know what I'm saying? They dropping sharks in the tank and y'all ain't even acknowledging them. They're like, well, that shark ain't bothering us. We don't even know what you're talking about. You know? Like, they swimming around.
That's right. They swimming around.
Homing in on us, you know? But my point is, when you realize what's going on, you can monetize it. Yes. You know, so simple things like, and the crazy part about it is, these companies is begging us for help. They saying, hey, y'all, we need some help with all this development, because I remember looking on the books, they said in LA alone, downtown LA had at least 30 years of new development construction on the books. 30 years. They were LA, downtown LA, all them high rises. They want to update it, just like in New York. Y'all see all them glass buildings they built in New York? They want the country to look like that. They're trying to be competitive and compete with Dubai. They want America to look like Dubai, because a lot of our baby boomers have been retiring and say, I think I want to move to Dubai because it's so amazing over there. Well, America said, we got to make that same look too. So they bringing in the baddest architects and the baddest builders. And they also saying, we ain't got enough builders. So here we got now I think I just seen in the news where Biden is housing millions of foreigners, paying $60 million a week to hire foreigners that know labor. That's got the trades that's going to come in here and build these high rises, these hotels, these communities, these public storages, these water parks, these everything. Dude, they building a brand new America right up under our noses, and we ain't even paying attention. Most people don't even see it, but how can we monetize that? By learning the trade. So where I used to want my son to be a doctor, But now that I found out land developers in 5 or 10 years in this economy end up billionaires, multi-billionaires, I want him to be a developer.
That's right.
If you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
I want to manufacture some of them construction parts.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's where we're supposed to be at as a people. If we are not having these conversations, then I know these people gonna fail, because just like I told the education system when I was traveling with the colleges, I was like, look, I remember in LA, I was telling Dr. Sabi, me and him would sit down and discuss what it's gonna take to fix this. And I said, man, price is gonna be $300,000 in LA. And people ain't gonna be able to afford these houses. And he was looking at me like, man, you're right, that's crazy. $300,000 to live in LA. Now it's like people are like, where? Show me a $300,000 house. Where? Now they $750,000 and up in those same areas. They like, wow, I guess TJ was right.
Yeah.
You know, so we got to get involved. Our only hope, honestly, is to learn the trade, start building our own houses. We need architects, we need carpenters, we need plumbers, we need framers, we need roofers, we need granitors, we need everybody that got to do it. We need real estate attorneys. You know what I'm saying? Because they still in people's houses. They like, you ain't got no money. We're gonna raise the taxes up over here in Mississippi, Alabama, Atlanta, California. And if you can't afford to pay that extra $1,000 a month, that $1,000 a year in taxes, you definitely can't afford to go get no attorney. So we just gonna steal your house from you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, they got so much game. They come into these small towns and they'll hire all the attorneys in the whole city. So now when we think we're gonna come together and go get a local attorney and file a lawsuit, he's saying, oh well, no, it's conflict of interest because I work for him. Wow. We all work for him. You know what I'm saying? Wow. But anyway, it's up to us right now. We got to start educating us. We need more. We got to stop going after hoping that we can get a black mayor. We need black city attorneys. You know what I'm saying? Because the mayor is just the person to take pictures. Go kiss some babies and take pictures. You know what I'm saying? The city attorney is the one who says, okay, well, Apple computers want to move in. They want to move in town. Okay, well, I think that we can give them $1 million in tax breaks. You know what I'm saying? Or they want to move in, the permit's gonna cost them $20 million, and this is what we're gonna do with the money. So we need more of those kind of people, tax city managers, city attorneys, the people who actually do stuff. We need people in the planning department. You know what I'm saying? Which a lot of this ain't no college degree stuff, but this just ain't stuff that's appealing. You know what I'm saying? These are power positions. When I go and say, hey, I'm a black man, and me and my black people, we trying to rebuild Black America, and we want to go over here and take this 100 acres we just bought. Our first stop is to the planning department. We want to know, can we put 48 apartment buildings up with some condos and 350 houses on this 100 acres? They look at you like, no. You know, you don't look like me. No, you ain't doing that. We ain't letting y'all do that. You're going to create too many jobs in your community. They know that is a power position, that if they start allowing us to do that, then what's the odds of me going in there hiring a bunch of black people and teaching them? When you bring a bunch of black young men at 10 years old and put them on a construction project, and then you come back at me in 10 years and say, TJ, you remember them little 10-year-olds you had back there that was moving the wood and picking up and sweeping up everything, and it was taking pictures for you and you doing the social, all them billionaires now, they all land developers, they all building neighborhoods and stuff. They learned it all from watching you. Yeah, right. You know what I just said? They learned it from watching
you. Exactly.
They understand. Oh, first we come in, grade the dirt. Then we had a concrete man. They come in and put a foundation. Then the big truck come in and dump the concrete. Then we had the other guys come in and frame. Then we had the plumber. They understand the process. And the next thing you know, their minds have developed. And then they realize, wait a minute, I got all the phone numbers of all these guys that did all this.
Exactly.
We could go over here and do that. My grandmama got some land.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the odds of one of them becoming a billionaire is 90%, if that makes sense. In this economy, I don't even want to say millionaire because that ain't nothing anymore.
That ain't nothing no more.
That's like, you a millionaire, like, what about it?
That done passed through my hands years ago. I'm like, God damn.
Like, you got $1 million? Oh yeah, you can afford to move to Bankhead now.
Exactly. Yo, hold on. Those that are just tuning in, we got our brother TJ Loftin in the building, man. He's not only a gentrification and real estate expert, motivational speaker, celebrity, car builder, and author, but you can contact him on FB and IG at Thomas TJ Loftin. Remember, he also got websites. There they are. Bam, ThomasTJLoftin.com. That's ThomasTJLoftin.com. And his link tree sends you to all the links. That's linktree/Thomas TJ Loftin. And of course, he got phone numbers y'all can call too. 310-619-3954. That's 310-619-3954. And if you want to order his new book, Monetizing Gentrification, you can send that cash app to him. And that's Thomas, Thomas TJ Loftin, and Zelle. That's $35. Send that $35 and use the same number that he got through Zelle. And believe me. Now, Empress Aisha, do you have a question for our brother right now? Do you got your question ready?
Yes, I do.
Please.
You know what? I want to know what TJ. First of all, I want to say that thank you so much for everything. Thank you for education.
Gratitude.
Yeah.
Gratitude.
Really appreciate that. And there's a number of things that you have said. And my thing is, at this point of what's going on, you know, are we able to really move forward at the rate that we should when these corporations are already so far ahead of us on a financial level? You know, when they already trillions of dollars ahead of us. And here we talking about, people who are coming in from just, picking up tying up their shoestrings and just coming together on just a few $1,000s. So are we able to really move forward and gentrify, our land and what we want to do, the way we want?
Yes, we are able to. Let me correct something really quick. We don't want to gentrify ourselves. We want to develop. Gentrification is to destroy a Black community. Land redevelop is come in and tear down some of the old buildings and fix and build brand new ones. And then land development is come in and take raw land and develop. Yes, we are, because what's going on right now is the big corporations is coming in buying big stuff. They can afford to buy big giant parcels of land, but there's a lot of land and they're leaving little pockets of land open. You see what I'm saying? So when they came in and they buying up Atlanta, well, we just got to go out to Macon now. Got to go out to Columbus. We got to go out to Augusta. Like brother said, his son is in Augusta. Go where your dollar is strong and just overstand that they're coming that way. So where in Atlanta, you might make a $10 million in 2 years, but in Macon, it might take you 4 years, if that makes sense, because they pushing the people out there and things are going up gradually. So we do have money and time. All it is having good information. And that's why I started doing one-on-one trainings and coachings and consultations, because there's so much disinformation out there. They know people are paying attention and they're trying to teach us they're teaching a lot of our people the wrong things. And, that's why they just bombarded the whole television with flipping. Everybody wanted to flip and didn't own anything. Nobody was playing. They didn't get the long game money. But it's all about good information, knowing what to buy, what not to buy, and most importantly, how to get it. Most people say, I don't have enough to buy this, and I don't have no money right now. I'll be like, let me teach you. You're not trying to teach me. You're going to teach me not to try. I'm going to teach you what to do to get it. You know what I'm saying? You don't know. So let me teach you how this works. So yes, we have a great opportunity to come in and make large amounts of money in short periods of time. In the next 5 years, man, in the last 4 years when Trump was in office, it was historical amounts of money being made. So those who was in position got mega paid. So same thing going on right now. I mean, when Trump was here, it was more money. We was gonna make more money because he locked out the Hispanics. You know what I'm saying? That was the white developers' biggest competition. And say when he came in and said he putting up that wall, I was like, hey y'all, let's roll back into land development because he finna eliminate the competition. And it ain't finna be no more competition. So they finna raise the prices crazy. So let's put together some crews and get busy, So now here come Biden. Biden like, oh, we can't do it all ourselves and forget all of these prices going up. We're gonna bring in the foreigners. Well, I'm saying the biggest thing to make money is the labor. That's what this all boils down to. You can have money, you can have land, but if you ain't got the labor, you ain't doing nothing. So if we start teaching they got free classes that be at Home Depot and Lowe's. They got YouTube videos, just like the brother was on. What's the other King brother was in Albany you was talking about earlier?
King Randall. I got him on in June. He's coming in June here. Yes, sir.
YouTube is going down. Everything is on YouTube, y'all. How to hang a ceiling fan, how to hang some brand new doors, how to put up some drywall. You know what I mean? It's people getting paid. So we got to put ourselves in position to do that. And most importantly, it's going to take some sacrifices. So I was telling some of my partners the other day, they were like, well, we ain't got no money right now. I was like, well, sell that $50,000 Harley Davidson motorcycle you got and that $100,000 59 convertible you got. You know what I'm saying? And once you get done, you're going to come back in a couple years and go buy bigger and better of everything.
Exactly.
So it takes sacrifice. You know, baby girl, sorry, honey, we're gonna need that $50,000 diamond back off your finger. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to put that in the pawn shop because we need to go buy this land. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna get you a bigger, better one after this is all done in 4 years.
Sacrifice. We gotta
make some sacrifices.
That's right. But, somebody just asked a question on Facebook. How are you linking real estate industry to cryptocurrency? Are you doing that right now? Are you getting into that?
I'm gonna tell y'all like this, and I ain't trying to offend nobody. Whenever there is a major uptick in real estate, you can always count on some distractions to be thrown out in your face. I gave y'all an example. In 1 year, my piece of land went up. What was it? $1,150,000, y'all. That cryptocurrency did that?
No.
You see what I'm saying? If you own a piece of land in Texas right now, and it was a little small town like Macon, if you owned a piece of land right now in Texas, and you probably paid $10,000 for it and was making payments, as soon as Elon Musk announced that he moving to town and he need 10,000 employees and he needed 10,000 houses built, that was just the beginning. That piece of land went from $10,000 to $10 million overnight. So please tell me any cryptocurrencies or Bitcoins or Dogecoin that did that, and I'll be quiet and leave it alone. But no, I'm not going to even look at that stuff. Now, matter of fact, give me $1,000 worth just because, but I already know the game. Just like back in the days in 2002 to 2007, the real estate market took off. What was they selling us back then, y'all? Y'all remember?
No, I don't remember.
If you don't buy gold, you better buy some gold because the dollar crashing.
Gold, silver.
Man,
gold and silver.
You don't buy no gold, you stupid. You crazy. Then all of a sudden, what happened to gold? Gold just disappeared. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing with the cryptocurrency, the stocks, all the rest of that stuff. They are pumping that stuff so heavy on us because they do not want us in the land development. And I'll throw a name out there at y'all. T.I. came out and said, y'all bet. Remember when he did that video? It's kind of like a rant. He just heard something and he came out and said, y'all better start buying land and be that other. He didn't say y'all better start flipping or something. He didn't say y'all better get on these tax liens. You better get this crypto. He said you better start buying land. Why is that? Because it is a war to buy land, and that is what they don't want us to have. That is why he's having problems, in my personal opinion. They got mad when he said that.
Yeah, that's fire. Yeah, that's right. Now with what's going on with the land out there now, who are the largest landowners? Years ago, I heard it was England. I heard England was one of the largest landowners throughout the United States.
It's shifting now. It's shifting. The hedge funds, I think it's Blackwater up there by y'all, Blackstone or something like that. They've been buying a lot of everything. See, let me tell you what's going on. What people got to look at. When they legalized the medical marijuana industry, the government started going around the country and they said, okay, it's legal to grow in North Carolina. It's legal to grow in Kern County, California. So all of a sudden, now you got all of these marijuana people buying large parcels of land. Then all of a sudden, Elon Musk came with this boring company saying, I'm going to dig a train all the way from LA to New York. Well, guess what? People start buying up all the land from LA to New York, and all over the country, they're building new trains and what do you call it? What are these things called? High-speed rail. High-speed rail is going up all over America because we're going through a major restructuring. So now people are buying up buying up the land to lay out some rail. Then you got the solar panel industry is booming. Warren Buffett is buying, he done bought millions of acres so he can put his solar panels up all over the country. Then you got the tariffs. When Donald Trump came in and put the tariffs on all those countries and said, if y'all do not make stuff here in America, we don't want you here. Y'all gonna have to scale your companies back. Toyota Motor Corporation used to be the world's biggest automotive manufacturer, and they told them y'all ain't gonna make all y'all cars, 100% of y'all Toyotas in America, y'all got to go. So Toyota scaled back and moved out of California and scaled their company back by like 70%. So what is my point? Now Elon Musk is building Teslas in America. So people who said, okay, we can't afford to lose, we're going to build a Kia plant out in the middle of the Mojave Desert. So we need 10,000 acres because we don't want people to know what's the next car coming out. And then you got, I don't know if y'all follow when that earthquake happened in Japan.
Yeah.
Man, they've been relocating people from Japan over here for a long time. And the biggest thing right now is the super cities, new cities. Yes. They don't like the lawsuit. That's how I came about. When I came out and found about gentrification, I knew the language to shut the development down. You see what I'm saying? Well, they tired of people like me coming up in LA and all around the country, all this good information coming out that's hurting them. So they saying we just gonna go out in the middle of nowhere and buy this land up and start fresh from scratch.
Right.
And then they get to own everything around them. So what is my point of bringing this up? Is this is as historical times. We've never had this much of a pull to buy land. That is why they're flooding us with all of this other distraction. Oh, cryptocurrency. And then the stock market. People say, man, I can't believe you don't like the stocks. Well, first of all, if the stock market is buying or using all their money to buy up Black communities, why would I help them do it?
Yeah.
They're using all their money to gentrify Black communities. If you punch in and find out who's been buying that, and then they became the largest landlords. And they dogging us out, and you going to invest in them, really? It's like investing in slavery. You're like, well, they making money. I'm going to invest with them. So we got to pay attention. Where's the money going for cryptocurrency? You know what I'm saying? That's going to hurt us in the long run. I don't want nothing to do with it personally. If we go, that goes with this cashless dollar stuff. You know what I mean? This cashless society. You know what I'm saying? That's going to lock out the poor. You know what it takes to have it. Like you said, when they put a lien on your account, you wasn't able to use that account for a while, right? You didn't want nothing to do with that account. You're like, oh no, they not gonna take that some more money from me. So you was probably on cash like I was when that happened to me. I was on cash. You know what I'm saying? So I could not afford to play the cryptocurrency because it's only a matter of time before they could just flip a switch and that's gone.
I said that to somebody recently.
Yeah, and it happened in the past when we was building houses in 2006 and all of that. Man, IndyMac. IndyMac was the largest developer bank. We would get loans from IndyMac to build houses, and we'll let them keep our money. Man, all of a sudden when the market crashed, they did a run on the banks. IndyMac, they shut it down and was like, I know you got $1 million in here, but we'll give you back 100,000. You know what I'm saying? Like what? like we'll see you in court in 4 years.
Crazy.
You know
That's crazy. That's crazy.
You want me to go digital? Really? No.
Those that are just tuning in, we are speaking with our guest, gentrification and real estate expert, the one, the only Thomas T.J. Loftin. He's a motivational speaker, celebrity, car builder, and author. Remember, hit him up at FB and IG at Thomas T.J. Loftin. Don't forget his website is ThomasTJLoftin.com, and his link tree is Thomas TJ Loftin. And don't forget, he also has a number that you can get through Zelle. You can do the Cash App, Thomas TJ Loftin, and you can also call him for consultation. He does consultations. You go to his website, of course. You can go through and get the consultation done. That's 310 is his number, 619-3954. That's 310-619-3954. Myself and Empress Aisha Moore is here with the brother Thomas TJ Loftin. Now, Empress, do you have another question for our brother, please?
Yes. But what about those people who wants to start, but they only probably have a good 5,000 or 3,000? Is there an opening for them?
Absolutely. All around the country, they're teaching us what to buy, and it's like those are things we don't need to be buying. You go out, you got to go further out. You know what I mean? Most people who are going to do an investment, they think to invest in the area where they live. Well, I live in New York. Well, I'm looking for something in New York to buy, something in my neighborhood that's close by. Well, your neighborhood is 500,000 and up. So no, you got Atlanta's cheaper. You can go to Macon, you can go to Austell, you can go to not Austell, but Augusta, all these different cities all around, and they coming. So start buying stuff up in those areas, because like right now in Georgia, what made me move out here is I see the development. I ain't never seen it like this. They are developing. I drive the freeway from my office in Marietta all the way down to Macon, and they are expanding the freeway. You understand what I'm saying? They're building new freeways all the way to Macon, past Macon, all the way down to the ports. You know how much it costs to build a new freeway or expand the freeway? Okay. We're talking about $100 million a mile.
That's right.
They build in Alabama is cheap. That's why I came to the South, because my wallet, I love it out here. You know what I'm saying? My wallet said, man, I love it out here. When I'm in California, my wallet said, don't even look at me. We can't do nothing out here. So I had to come to where the money was, to where I can get more bang for my buck. I'm in LA. My homeboys are spending $1 million trying to make $100,000, and it's like crazy. You come out here, you spend $100,000 to make $1 million. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's all about going further out, Queen. If I didn't answer your question, we got to look around. But that's why I say I need to teach people how real estate really works. So that's why I do speaking, public speaking. I do trainings. I do all of this so that people will get the right information and understand what's going on.
That's right. Any other questions, Empress? Please. You got any more?
What about credit? When people if you don't have good credit, do you have to have good credit in order to start to buy land, to get land?
No. Okay. You don't have to have any credit to buy land. Okay. You don't have to have credit to buy a house. See, let me explain that. Normally I charge people money for this, but at the pace the real estate is going, we losing too fast. So I got to start saying stuff. We got to start looking at this thing called owner financing, meaning I came into Atlanta and bought houses for $15,000. Well, now them same houses is worth $180,000, and they still boarded up. So if you say, "Hey, TJ, I'm interested in your land, but I ain't got no money. I got credit. I ain't got no credit, but I only got $20,000 to my name, but I got a good job." I'm gonna be like, "Really? Well, give me the $20,000 down, and give me $1,000 a month for this land, and I will owner finance." You understand what I'm saying? I don't need your credit score, because you ain't gonna steal my land. You understand what I'm saying? So in bigger cities, they play that credit game. That's designed to lock people out. Just like the whole education game. You got to have a degree if you want to come over here and play with us. That's designed to lock people out. But if you want to, outside of that, you got to go out to like the further out cities. They don't ask you for all of that. You go up to Albany, well, now you got to go even further, because Georgia's booming all over the country, all over the state. But like in Albany, they ain't playing all them games like that. You know what I'm saying? You got houses for $5,000, $15,000, and they just like, man, it's like owner financing everywhere pretty much. In all those smaller cities all over Georgia, all over the South. But now, if we don't hurry up and start focusing on the land, we're gonna have to have some credit, because they're gonna push the prices up. Once the real estate start hitting, like banks don't finance. Okay, this is one thing y'all need to know. Banks don't finance land under 100,000 and a house under 50,000. So you got to ask yourself, well, who does? You go to Alabama, you got $17,000 turnkey houses. You know what I'm saying? So we got to get away from that credit conversation and go to where further out is all the answers to all our problems, is what I'm trying to say.
Now, with your book, now let's promote the book a little bit more here, because with people that are just getting into this and that are novice to this, what would you say they would learn from your book that would keep it simple for them to move on and learn to start the process of monetizing in gentrification? How would this help, brother?
In that book, I wrote that book to give people an understanding of the things that's going on around us. I gave them here goes some of the traps that they use against us to hurt us. Everything down from, hey, I don't have no money, all the way down to where I just signed my $30 million contract. What could I do with 50 million? You know what I'm saying? It's all in that book. So I wrote that book as a way, because I realized, you know, as a young man, when I started my business, you know, I knew a little bit about money, but I didn't know all about money and the power that it has. So that book is all about helping you to decide on investments and what does these different investments look like. So for example, in California, we was just buying houses, trying to rent them out, sit and hold, right? And that was the best investment going. I come out here to the South and see boarded up commercial buildings. I'm like, whoa, let me get one of them. And I see they building brand new freeways. I'm like, let me buy some land in the path of that freeway, you know? So forget the house stuff. Let me just buy some land because I can do more things and make more money. I rather, instead of the firefighter calling me trying to offer me $200,000 for my house in profit, I'd rather the government calling me, Elon Musk calling me, say, hey man, we ain't got time to deal with you. I'm gonna leave you a blank check, and you know I need that land because you know you smart. You just bought that. We know who you are, dude. I'm gonna just write you a blank check, and I need you off of my land, dude. So I know you paid $1,000 to the little old lady, but I just don't go over 25 million, TJ. I know how you think. Like, right, man, I'm gonna cap it off at 25, Elon. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we got to start looking into. You know, that's why I wrote that book. I want people to understand how money works. You know, I talked about them distracting us. You know, this is a real estate account. In life, it's certain times you do certain things. You know what I'm saying? So when they start pushing something else heavily in the news, I already know that's a distraction.
Okay.
They ain't talking about real estate in the news. The only reason why they talking about real estate is because Elon Musk is making them talk about it.
Right.
He's telling people what to do, what he's doing. And it's saying, man, y'all better wake up. You know what I'm saying? This is what's happening.
Hey, my brother,
that's why I wrote the book.
Any other questions, my dear?
Yes. What are your classes like? Like how are your classes set up?
You know, I do one-on-one classes. People always, why you don't have no online class where I could take a class at 2 a.m? Because real estate is changing too fast. I don't want to charge you $2,000-$3,000, and then all of a sudden they pass a new law and all of a sudden that information is old. So I like to work with a certain group of people at a time and teach them how real estate works from top to bottom. You know, so all the way from, hey, this is how much I got. I got $5,000, like you said, Queen Empress, and I'm gonna tell you where to go use it at. You know, because I've traveled around the country, I'm familiar with Philadelphia. I'm familiar with New York. I'm familiar with Ohio. I'm familiar with Denver. I'm familiar with Florida. I'm familiar with Georgia. So I can tell you what areas to go to and invest your money versus you coming to me and let me teach you about flipping. Let me tell you how to get a fourplex apartment building, like people be always selling that kind of stuff. I want you to use your money to get the most bang for your buck. So if you call me and take a class and say, well, TJ, I only got $10,000, I'm gonna be like, you know what, man? I'm buying stuff out here because Elon Musk is building a train to Vegas. So I would go buy some land over there. You know what I'm saying? And this is where the money is at. Here goes the proof. Here goes the things. And it's also, I give people my resources. You know, I like to say my phone book is worth all the money. You know, people call me and ask me, do I know a carpenter in California? Do I know a roofer in Atlanta? Do I know a guy with some dump trucks out here in Texas? Yeah, I know a little bit of people everywhere, you know. So that's why I'm doing very well with my coaching and my training classes.
That's a good look, man. That's a good look. Now I'm sending you some finance to buy another book. So you look at your Cash App.
That's it. Should I cut it up and hit a ta-ting?
Yeah, you gonna hear the ta-ting. So there it is. I just sent it. So I definitely want to get that book. And I sent you. I got my mailing address on there, my PO box, so you could send it to me.
You heard that, y'all?
Yeah, you heard that ta-ting. That's right. So
he dropped the change on me. I appreciate it, y'all.
So I definitely want that book.
To do that, y'all. You know, I had it created a lot of problems for me, y'all. But me writing that book, I just wanted to throw that out there, y'all. Matter of fact, they did a little TV episode. All my people called me. They talking about you. They done killed you off on Queen Latifah's new TV show. I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, what you talking about? I don't know if y'all watched her TV show, The Equalizer. She was in Leimert Park back in the days when I was up there stopping gentrification, right? And everybody, they just sit the gang members after me and all kind of people. That's when Sadie come in there with the lifeline. Say, brother, you better come with me, man, because they don't like you up here. He said, they don't like you and they don't like me. So we need to be friends because I need to teach you about what's going to happen to you, brother. You need to come up out of here. But anyway, my point is, so they telling me, look at this Queen Latifah show. I hope I ain't throwing out names and all that, but
no. I know Queen. I know Dana. No Dana.
So they did a TV show. She was in Leimert Park when I was stopping them developers from doing what they do, and she's an investor in that type of stuff. She invests in that real estate.
She's been into that.
One of my homeboys is her bodyguard. Was her bodyguard in LA. So he told her, "Oh, I'm up here watching over TJ because they sick the gang members on him to kill him and come after him and get him up out of this park, right?" So she came up there to see what was going on. And fast forward the story, years later, they said, man, she did a TV show and they done killed the conscious brother who was stopping gentrification in New York. Brother was standing there in front of the Ankh Cafe and the gang members killed him for the developers. The gang members is working for the developers in the TV show. And they blow my IG up like, man, you need to see this show. This is talk about you. I was like, hey, that ain't me, brother. That's what they wanted to happen.
That's right. They'll put
that's what they wanted to happen. But
exactly.
I'm still here. Sabi pulled me out of there at the right time, man.
Yeah.
You just can't be doing that and think you're gonna sit around too much longer.
That's right. That's right. My brother. Any more questions before we let my brother go? Because he's a busy man now. Go ahead. Any questions, sister?
Yes. It's the price of your book. Was that it right there with the 35, or is it a different price?
Yeah, it's 35. You'll see it on Amazon.
Okay.
I do not have my book on Amazon. I just want to throw that out there. Do not buy my book off Amazon.
Oh wow.
Amazon is the gangsters. Someone else put my book on Amazon. I told them months ago, take my book down. But of course, it's Amazon. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hire me $1 million attorney to go stop them. People told me I got like a whole bunch of books in stock on Amazon. I'm like, Amazon, I ain't gave them permission to sell that book.
Wow. That's crazy.
Buy it off of there. So the reason why it's 35 is because of the cost of shipping is going up because the post office is losing everything, by the way. So I'm using UPS.
Okay. That's why I ordered. So I wasn't. I seen it on Amazon too, and I said, no, let me find out if the brother got his going. Got his going. I got my stuff on Amazon and Lulu personally. I put it up there so I can sell it myself. All money is good money. It's coming in. But they just taking their percentage. You know what I'm saying? They taking it.
I mean, we had that conversation later. But how many books have you sold is the question on Amazon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
know if it's just me because I think they said they were still mad at me. That's why I ain't sold what I should have sold. I just sold a lot of books in person. But I'm like, what's wrong with this? The computer ain't giving me no money. They be sending me $12 a month, $25, and I'm like,
that's crazy.
Speak at this event and leave out of it and sold 200 books or 500 books. Amazon ain't sell. What is the other one? I put it on another site and they put it on Amazon. I'm like, these cats sending me $20 a month.
They full of it.
What was that? 2 books?
They full of it. Yeah, well, my brother TJ, I want to thank you very much for being a part of the journey, man. Thank you very much. Everybody, please show him some love by going to his website. Go to his link tree right here on the front. Also, big up to people on Facebook. Big up to people that's watching on of course Twitter. And again, family, please check this out. He got numbers. He got the 310-619-3954. That's his number, but that's also his number for Zelle. To get that $35 book, go get it or go to Cash App. Monetizing Gentrification is the name of the book, my brother. I'll be out there in Georgia, man. I hope to see you. I'll be out there in June, so we're gonna definitely link up and see if we can do something.
Absolutely, brother. I appreciate your time.
Yeah, appreciate you. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Get over that.
I said I'll be doing my book tonight, so just do I have to go straight to Cash App? Do we go to Cash App or any of these and just send you the money? And
yeah, you can go to Cash App and then punch in your information, address, mailing address, and everything, and I'll drop it in the mail. Drop a signed copy in the mail to you.
Yeah, there it is.
Or just call me up either way, either or, depending on what you want to do.
All right. I know. All right, brother, man. Yeah, we on talk. All right, my brother. Thank you very much. Great job, man, as usual, man. All right. All right. Peace. That's our brother TJ. Yeah. That's our brother TJ Loftin. Make sure y'all show him some love. Show him some. Spread love. Spread love. That's the Brooklyn way. You know what I'm saying? Spread love. So I'm glad. And people, please go to his website. There's his website. There's his link tree. Link tree goes to all of that. Consultation, all of that. If you go to his link tree, it gives you every link and his website. Website got an extensive bio up there of all the stuff he used to fix. I mean, look, he's a celebrity car builder. Go figure. Motivational speaker. So he been doing it. Them hubcaps and those things that you see, them fancy cars. He was one of the godfathers out of California doing that. So big up to him all the time. I met him at the Black Power Awards years ago, about 3-4 years ago. We was at the Black Power. We sponsored one of the awards, which was a certain amount of money. And I made my money back. I didn't mind. It's all about living in abundance. And me and him linked up immediately. It's like we just connected, and then my son is doing some work with him and all that kind of stuff. So it's a beautiful thing that you can have people that are doing great things, and you got to have those people that's in your phone book that at least can give you $150 or $1,000. You could borrow five people in your phone book can't give you $1,000 or $10,000. What are they doing in your phone book or in your phone? Wasting your phone time. Matter of fact, I'm deleting a lot of phone numbers now. So, I have to because it's just a waste. I'm not doing the whole text message as far as sending out promotions no more. Everything is online. I don't need everybody. I don't need vendors in my phone. I don't need none of that stuff. I'm just purging stuff out, getting all that. Unless they doing sessions for me, or sessions with me. But God, what's going on here?
I'm so sorry. Laptop just be calling in.
Yeah, people just calling in, probably trying to drop you a DM, huh? Mm-hmm. They're trying to. What's up, girl? I am who I am. You need to be what I be.
Give me to that one.
Remember, family, we want to thank each and every one of y'all for tuning in. That's right. We was broadcasting on Twitter at King Simon Prod, Facebook Live at King Simon, and of course, YouTube at King Simon Presents. Don't forget Empress Aisha Moore. Hit her up. 1 million adornment. Make sure you hit her up. She got her new products that's about to rip in. So make sure you go support this her products. Go ahead, talk about it.
We're gonna do this. This is you know what, sisters and brothers. This has taken me much longer than I had expected. I'm just working with divine time. So let me tell you, when this works, when this happens, I will let you know when it happens. But in the meantime, just be patient with me. Just go on my page, and you can just leave me your information, or just follow me, and I'll follow you back, and we just stay connected. So when things get where it's supposed to go, that's what's going to happen. I'm working in divine time. I've done so much, King Simon, to make it work the way I wanted it to, and it just didn't work. But I see why. But it's all divine timing. And happy Mother's Day to Michelle, to everyone, to happy Mother's Day to all the beautiful sisters out there, all the mothers out there, and happy Mother's Day to all the mothers who have transitioned to the ancestral realm. Happy Mother's Day to you all as well.
Yes, happy Mother's Day to
all of the mothers.
Don't forget this coming Wednesday, we got our brother and entrepreneur and author who happened to have lost his mother. So big up to him, and condolences to his family for the loss of his mother. But he'll be on this Wednesday. He lost her a couple of years ago, but I know his mother had transitioned. How to build a successful online business while working a 9-to-5. Big up to brother Quasi, of course. He's coming up. That's on May the 12th. Make sure y'all tune in at 10 p.m. He's coming in a little late because he is a teacher, and he has to keep his business pop, so he has to do a lot of marking papers and all that. So on that day, he's going to sacrifice to come in for at least 45 minutes to an hour, because he got to go back to school the next day. And of course, this beautiful sister, this poet, author, natural healing advocate and founder of Eater Care and Caribbean Craze, which is a whole workout dance group. Marcia M. Moore. She's going to be here on May the 16th, that's Sunday at 8 p.m. And then on Malcolm X's birthday, we got a special from on 3 p.m. On Malcolm X's birthday, we got our sister, the one, the only Empress Lioness Crown, going to be in. And of course, celebrating 96th born day anniversary of Malcolm X. How should young people apply his message today? That is the theme of this particular broadcast. And then that Thursday, a special broadcast with Dr. Phil Valentine returns to YouTube at King Simon Presents on Thursday, May 20th, to speak about his next and upcoming webinar, Recoding the Human Archetype. Oh boy, Phil, you know Phil, how he gets down. So the words are words. That's Dr. Phil Valentine. You know what it is. It's going to be a 6 to 10 hour webinar. Believe that. I've been on his webinars, and he says 6 hours is 4 more hours after that. So y'all are asleep and come back to it. That's how deep that can get. Also, we have our on May the 23rd, Sunday, May the 23rd at 7 p.m. We got Nadine J. Barton, Chief Naval Officer, multi-published author, and a trauma and pain survivor. So we're gonna be talking to her about a lot of stuff. And then also being part of the military and what she's doing and how she's doing out there. And big up to her also. And last but not least, to close out the month of May before we go into June, we have our former legendary disco diva and founder of Native New Yorkers and the first Black-owned and operated booking, modeling, and acting agency in Montreal, Canada. Susie Q will be here with us on Wednesday, May the 26th at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, also known as Shireen. Tune in because she has a story to tell, especially about racism in the modeling agencies and the acting agencies, because a lot of people don't know, a lot of movies are filmed in Canada and they try to push it to all the white agencies. She had to do some battles. I mean, one time she had to set up a friend of hers that was a model as a white woman who was modeling for her agency as somebody, as a front person, just so she can get the gig. It's crazy how things had to happen back in those days. And sometimes it's still happening today. So we're going to make sure we show some love to her. And also, this is one of our sponsors here that's in the building. Make sure you show them love. They got some great, great products. When I say I got the monotonic gold, I got the monotonic gold from them. And I put some in my water, put some of Blue Pills monotonic gold in my water. And I know tonight I'm going to have some wild dreams. It is what it is. Make sure you give them a call at 800-820-7822. That's 800-820-7822. And you can text them also at that number. If you want to text them, you can text them at that number also, or go to the Etsy account. That's our betterhealthshop.etsy.com. That's betterhealthshop.etsy.com. Show them some love. Believe me, the monotonic gold is tight. You want to get in.
Why do you take the monotonic gold?
You just pour it in some water, drop it in this liquid. You just put it in water and drink. They don't have a taste. It's just the gold that they put into it, and that's it. You just drink it. It's nice thing. And you don't have no taste in the water. No taste. It doesn't change the water at all. Just the molecular structure of what you're drinking. So that's all it is. Just putting in that gold in it. You know what I'm saying? So Linktree, you want to get my books, buy my books via Linktree. That's / King Simon, the numero Veta. Go ahead, go buy my books. All 4 of them are available. About to put out my 5th book. Look out for that. My children's book about to come out. Another children's book is about to come out. So look out for that. Also, family, my son got his music popping. So make sure y'all support the family music out there. Boom, he's doing it. Make sure you hit him up at this, click this link and hit him up at that link. Show him some love, of course. And don't forget the real estate. You want to get the real estate popping? Oh, man, just hit her up for her Mama's Day. Big up to her. 347-866-1153. Janelle Lewis, licensed real estate salesperson and consultant. Go find out how you can purchase your own, buy your own property, buy your own land. Sister can help you find out how to knock down that credit and help you in any way you need it. She can do that. Also, Lloyd Strayhorn. Boom. Big up to Lloyd. www.lloyd-strayhorn.com. Go take his class. He's the world-renowned astronumerologist. Go sign up for his class right now. Go to it. Go take the beginner's class. Go take the intermediate class. It is worth it to learn the basics before you come to me, because it ain't nothing basic about me. It's going to be exciting, but it's going to be informative, and you will learn how to apply it for yourself. If a teacher can't teach you to apply this for yourself and make you activate it, then you ain't willing to do the work, or he ain't teaching you, or she ain't teaching you. So I'm going to keep it as simple as possible, touching all different forms of numerology, and show you why it's called holistic numerovation and why I created the Bath method. And matter of fact, as I'm talking to you, it's always developing. It's always, because if numbers are infinite, the application is infinite. You just need to continue to apply it going forward. And bang, look at that. My sister Pedalwise. Big up to my brother Tito, who contacted me from Pedalwise too. Enough respect to you, sir, out there in Florida. Make sure y'all hit them up, and use the coupon code that we got, King 2021. Ladies, if you're suffering from fibroids, brother, if you know sisters are suffering from fibroids and they just caught it, go show them some love. Go help them out. Go give them, go buy the womb sweep that she got. If you find sisters that need to be pregnant or don't know how to, sister got in 6 months have gotten results on sisters getting pregnant with her products and her consultation and her acupuncture. So you want to make sure you go to this sister. If you're in Florida, you can do the acupuncture service with her. But if you want to get the products, go to pedalwise.com, 10% off, coupon code King 2021. Make sure you show them love. And of course, bang, if you want to do a numerovation session with me, you got to text me your full name and date of birth to 347-496-1022. I do have a waiting list. I'm being real. Waiting list. Be patient. I will get to you. Just believe me. I get to you. And I got to always, my waiting list is long because I do my own self-healing, because doing a lot of this work, you exert a lot of energy. So, and if you do live outside the United States, please text me via WhatsApp. If you live in Canada, Jamaica, Africa, the Caribbean, England, text me via WhatsApp, and then we could do it over the Zoom call and or WhatsApp. But I don't like doing it over WhatsApp. After that bad experience I had in Canada, she just could not get it, and she got upset. I even sent her money back because it just was not a good link, but I still sent her a copy of what I said as far as the recording, because the recording came out great. So last but not least, content disclaimer. The views, comments, and opinions expressed by guests, speakers, or authors on this YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcasters and its sponsors. Parental guidance is advised. My dear, are you ready for the prayer? Prayer time. And that's it. Prayer time. So let's salute our dear brother, Dr. Blair, who came up with this prayer. Go to his Dr. Blair's legacy shop, www.themetacenter2.com. That's www.themetacenter2.com for his books, Faraday Tech, protectors, magnets, and much more. Make sure and tell them that King Simon sent you. Tony would be happy to hear from y'all. They even do consultation. They still do online classes. And I think as the world is opening up again, they're going to be doing classes at the Meta Center in Chicago if you want to go over there and support them over there. So, all right, we're getting ready for these prayers and making it happen right now. Let's get the prayer up. And my sister, go ahead, do your thing.
Yes, family, here we are. Deep breath in, family. And exhale. Let's give thanks. Please, Universal Creator, know in my heart that I love you. Please protect me and this planet on which I live now. Please open my mind, my spirit, and my soul to receive only truth in your love now.
You know what to do. Let's say it to the people in the back. Go ahead.
And collectively, we should say this together. Please, Universal Creator, know in our hearts that we love you. Please protect us and this planet on which we live now. Please open our minds, our spirit, and our souls to receive only truth in your love now.
Yay! Ashe, 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 oh. Ashe, oh. Ashe, oh. Thank you, my darling. Thank you very much for
Yes,
saying
thank
right.
you.
And
Thank you. This
I,
is
I,
this
I hope you and the children are doing well.
absolutely. Yes, we are. Yes,
Make
we
sure
are.
you get them a old group hug. I hope you had a great Mother's Day. Did they cook for you or something happened? What happened?
Oh yeah, they did. They did something beautiful, and my daughter, they given me some beautiful flowers and this little.
Oh, that's beautiful. Happy Mama Day to all of y'all mamas, y'all
You know,
potential mamas, y'all baby mamas, all of
my
y'all children's mamas,
yes. How did
grandmamas.
what did you do?
They chill. We had dinner. We was chilling. My mother bought flowers. A whole bunch of us bought my mother flowers. So it was like cars and flowers. So she was good. She didn't want to go out to dinner, but we had dinner. My sister cooked dinner and brought it over, and that was it. So that was good.
You
And
know, a lot
we
of shout outs on the phone. You know.
yeah, there was a lot of calls. You
Yeah.
got to call. Get a lot of calls. You get a lot of texts too, text messages and all that stuff. You know.
Yes, I have more shout outs from my daughter's friends than I got from my friends.
Oh wow.
But
That's
that's understandable because, you know, when they were all little and young, they used to hang out. So it was really
okay.
good to hear from them, just know that they thought of me like that. So that was
That's
beautiful.
good. That's good. Well, have a great evening, my dear. Enjoy the rest of your Mother's Day evening and take care. Okay, we'll talk. That's Empress Aisha Moore. Yeah, that's right. She is doing her thing, and we're about to do our thing and get on out of here. Woo! We're getting on out of here. Taking a step to the rear. Taking a step to the rear. There's a song. You want to hear it? Here it is. Oh, oh, oh. I tell vegan. I tell vegan. Ow! 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 I tell vegan. What's up, y'all? It's your brother King Simon. Get ready to take a step to the rear and get on out of here. I hope you enjoyed the show. I hope you enjoyed my man, TJ Loftin. Good brother, good dude. Make sure you go to his website, tjloftin.com. Make sure you hit up my website, kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. And don't forget, this coming Wednesday, we got our brother, Bang, Brother Quasi. And then this coming Sunday, next Sunday, we got Bang, Marcia Moore. And then we got Wednesday, May the 19th, Malcolm X Day, Lioness Crown. Then we got that Thursday, Dr. Phil Valentine. And then that Sunday coming up after that, Naval Officer Nadine J. Barton. And then closing out the month of May on Wednesday, boom, May the 26th at 9 p.m., Shireen, formerly known as Susie Q, Disco Diva, founder of Native New Yorker, the first Black-owned and operated booking, modeling, and acting agency in Montreal, Canada. Woo! It's going to be fire when we bring that sister on, I'm telling you. Give all of them a well-deserved round of applause. Ow! All right, people. Regardless of land, label, or language, there's but one God. Like Marcus Mosiah Garvey said, up you mighty nation. You can accomplish what you will. Like Dr. Khalid said, regardless of land, label, or language, there's but one God. And it's always a message to the black man and the woman of North America, the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Enough respect to you. Have a great day, afternoon, or evening. Stay at peace. King Simon is out of here.